Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be our weekly shadow work. So let's see what's hidden from us that we need to illuminate so that we can heal. We're going to start with conversations with your inner self. It's a two-part deck, just like our shadow work deck. We're going to see what some triggers are that we might need to work through. So talking with yourself through these things, journaling, all good ideas in order to work through any sort of shadow aspects. Show my collective what the triggers are that they need to see this week. All right, anger trigger. What makes you angry and why does it make you angry? Your inner teen. Who were your favorite teachers and why? Less. What do you need less of? And putting yourself last. Where are you putting yourself last and why did you put aside your own needs? So those might be some triggers for you to work through this week. Part 2 is integrating. So let's see, how do we find the balance? How do we integrate all of these shadow aspects? Repeat. I am safe and secure as I explore all facets of my being. So you are safe. You have guardian angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, all looking out for your well-being. What else do we need to integrate? Wish they knew. Is there anything you wish more people knew about you, and why don't they know it already? So are you hiding positive aspects that maybe you need to address? What else do we need to see this week? Expression. How can you create safe spaces to express your shadow self? And protection. In what ways has your shadow self protected you? So some food for thought there. If those resonate for you, sit and talk those through with yourself. All right. I like to start with our shadow self. So the part that we keep hidden. Show us what we need to see this week. What are we working through for the collective? What do they need to see? All right. Queen of Coins. You could be making some bad decisions when it comes to business. So I would say you want to make sure that greed is not what's motivating you. Normally, she's seen as very grounded, very practical, making good decisions. She's somebody who's a mentor to others. So, what is your motivation behind the money? I feel like that's going to be something that's different for everyone. But if you are operating in a space where you truly wish to help others and that money is the exchange of energy, then I don't see anything wrong with that as long as things are, you want things balanced. The other thing I would tell you is that it's time to go towards peace. Is there some sort of inner conflict that's going on around either finances or elsewhere in your life? There could also be some confusion that's alleviated through whatever this decision is. Two fives back to back, Five of Wands, Five of Swords tells us that we're completing something. Maybe it's toxic, maybe it's negative overthinking, but something is changing. A decision is finally being reached where maybe you were indecisive. I feel like that's changing as well. And that we're realizing we don't have to overthink things so much, that we can actually see the truth for what it is and make adjustments, and then it's not quite as scary. The Eight of Coins. So I feel like if we've been a little lackluster in our employment, if we haven't been putting our best foot forward when it comes to work, that our reputation could be on the line, and it could be kind of a hindrance to us at this time. There could also be some endings going on in marriages or long-standing relationships, breaking traditions, stepping out of a comfort zone, kind of taking the weight of the world off your shoulders, the weight of other people's opinions, and doing it your way. Seven of Coins. So this definitely tells us that we've had a lot of frustrations around work and money. There could have been a lot of conflicts around work and money. And so we're trying to navigate and make better choices. Let's see, the Six of Swords. So are we hesitant to leave a situation? This could be a relationship. It could be a job, but I feel like we have to make a decision of what we want for the future. This comes out with the Five of Swords. So it's almost like you're getting to the point where you've had enough and you are actually ready to make a decision to actively change, but you're doubting your abilities, or you have fear attached to this. The Magician, when he's in the shadow, tells us that, we don't believe it's possible. So the first thing you have to change is your mindset. You have to first believe that it's possible, and then you have to almost get out of your own way and realize that The universe wants to bless you. They want to give you the things that you want, but you also have to match the vibration. So let's say your idea of being a millionaire and winning the Powerball is way up here, but your current reality is way down here. How do you get them to meet in the middle? You have to raise your vibration and shift your thinking so that you can match the vibration. So, positive thinking, positive self talk is going to align you with certain abilities, with certain opportunities in order to get out of this negative mindset and mentality. That's also going to help to restore the balance. Things that have been not in alignment with you, those things are being eliminated so you can go in a new direction to align with the positive. And the King of Cups, when he's in the shadow, he's not the nicest to be around. He can be vindictive, he can be vengeful, he can be somebody who is very immature, and he might not be in the best energy to give you what you need. Normally, I say the King of Cups, when he's in his usual upright position, he's great. He's seen as the ideal father figure. He's nurturing, he's romantic, he's loyal, he's trustworthy. He's kind of in the opposite energy of this right now. So, kind of not the nicest person to be around. So, maybe he's going through something. Hopefully, that's all it is. But you may need to create a little bit of distance from this person temporarily. Show us how we find the balance. How do we reconcile all this? All right, Seven of Cups. You do have a lot of options when it comes to love and romance, so really choose carefully. I feel like for some of you, you're thinking about mixing business and pleasure. I would advise against that at this time. It doesn't look like that's going to lead to something that is successful for you so far. So let's see what else we need. Yeah. It's going to lead to heartbreak and pain. And we're working on getting out of that conflict and chaos. So let's try and make better decisions instead of setting ourselves up for failure this time. What else do they need to see? Yeah, there's a world of new opportunities trying to come in. So close out old chapters so new cycles can come in. The other thing is you might be traveling. So, kind of get out of this state of confusion. Maybe you need to take a trip to clear your mind as well. I do feel like some happier days are ahead, but again, a decision is required to get to that place. But marriage potential is there, happiness, being able to express yourself, justice. So, we could be going towards marriage, we could be ending a marriage. What is it that's going to bring you that happiness that you're looking for? Again, we need to start thinking outside the box. We need to make a decision and leave the things behind that don't serve our highest good. For some, it's a relationship. For some, it's a job. You need to start planning and setting some goals for the future. For some of you, you want marriage and commitment. You want that traditional stuff. So go towards that. How do you get there? You got to put in the hard work. It's going to be required. There's also new avenues for creativity that you need to instill your energy in. I do feel like that leads to some recovery in your finances as well. So, are you the one who's keeping you stuck? 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what it is. But your wish fulfillment and your happiness is waiting for you. The balance that you want is waiting for you. What card fell on the floor? Let's find it out. Yeah. So I feel like the biggest obstacle is that you need to shift your way of thinking. You need to shift your perspective because not all hope is lost. There's still positive things trying to come in, but it's you that's holding you back from the positivity because you need to work on releasing and healing. There could be some spying energy around you as well. I feel like people are really curious what you're up to. Potentially, it's love interests that are curious, future employers that are curious, or people from your past. But there is this spying, curious energy. All right, shadow work is really about facing yourself in the mirror. Can you face yourself in the mirror? Can you look hard at the things in your life that aren't working and realize that most of that is in your control to change, especially when it pertains to you yourself? Obviously, we can't change other people, but we can definitely take a harsh reality check and realize sometimes the change really starts from within. So face your fears this week. Work on working through these obstacles of letting go because you have new beginnings trying to come in that are so much better. Shift your perspective, change your mindset, change your life. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.